How y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for clicking on today's video. In today's video, we are going to be covering something just only the government would do, and that is fly some helicopters around and shoot down innocent cattle while we, the people, we would kind of like some extra beef. And you know, the government, they would just shoot them and let them rot out there, and so the coyotes can pick them apart. So anyway, that is the article for today. So hold on to your hats and let's jump right on in.
And if you need a hat, check out our merch store.
We are the CO2. So they're first starting off with the cattle, and we are their next object.
Sure.
You know, so there you go.
We're in the crosshairs, y'all.
Yeah.
Biden regime is shooting cows from helicopters in New Mexico. Here's what ranchers are saying about the move.
What in the world?
I don't know. This is wild.
It's so crazy.
The Biden regime will let a Chinese spy balloon traverse across the continental U.S. for a full week, but does not hesitate to gun down helpless animals. A judge last Wednesday gave the U.S. Forest Service a green light to gun down approximately 150 unauthorized, in quotes, cattle from helicopters over a rugged forest in southwestern New Mexico known as Gila Wilderness.
Okay.
The judge argued he did not see a legal prohibition on the operation, and it would be contrary to public interest to stop the operation from proceeding.
I think in everybody's mind when they see this, like the first question is why? Why? You know?
Well, what's more bizarre is
And maybe it'll answer some questions.
the
some more we
judge
read in here.
argued he did not see a legal prohibition on the operation, and it would be contrary to the public interest to stop.
Okay.
The verbiage used is real interesting.
It's weird.
Official.
All right, y'all. So real quick, just want to say a big thank you to everybody that's been going over to the TexasBoys.com, checking it out, buying our new merch, our amazing, incredible honey, and our coffees, and our native mushroom brew. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts. That's the only way how this whole thing can stay alive. And also, we're going to be getting restocked on our honey supplies. So like our 1 pounds and a couple other different sizes of honey will be restocked very soon, within the week or so. So don't worry. But there's still lots of great goodies over there. So go check it out. That's the only way to support the channel. And also just subscribing, hitting the thumbs up, dropping a comment, and sharing this video with as many people as possible.
And don't forget Rumble.
And going over to Rumble. But anyway.
Officials closed a large swath of the forest Monday and began the cow slaughter on Thursday. The killing will continue through Sunday. Oh, good. Ranchers had sought a delay, pointing out that the culling violated federal regulations and amounted to animal cruelty. They also say the federal government is not telling the truth about the cattle question.
And the other thing too is that if you do basic math, I mean, when you're talking about 100+ head of cattle, you know, that's not nothing. I mean, you're talking about close to $100,000 worth of cattle,
you could
or
be
more,
talking about
or
150 or 200,000.
Yeah, exactly.
Cattle.
I'm saying
size.
bare, like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
I'm talking junky stock. You know, $100,000. So you know, classic government. You know, go blow him up, kill him.
Yeah.
Because because we just don't have anything better to be doing, I guess. Like,
townhall.com has more on the ranchers' astute arguments against the barbarism and the regime's deception. But the U.S. Forest Service description of its chopper hunt take place between Thursday and Sunday is questioned by some cattle growers, such as the Ranchers Cattlemen's Action Legal Fund, United Stock Growers of America, New Mexico Cattle Growers Association, Humane Farming Association, and Spur Lake Cattle Company. Okay. After an application from a temporary restraining order to prevent what RCAF USA calls and aerial slaughter was denied by the federal judge, its Property Rights Committee chair, Shad Sullivan, says the federal government's characterization of the situation doesn't tell the full story. According to Sullivan, the cattle in question are descendants of herds that legally grazed on rancher-owned allotments decades ago. And estrays may have intermingled with adjacent allotment owners' branded and tag cattle, proving they are domestic livestock. Contrary to Forest Service claims, the cattle are feral. Yeah, feral cows. How awesome would that be? They're acting like they're Mustangs or something.
I mean, like
feral cattle does not. I mean, if you're even aware of the kind of cattle thievery that goes on.
Oh my goodness!
And last year, the amount of cattle thievery that went on last year, I can't even imagine. But this idea that there's feral cows out there.
I have a better idea. Just go up to any rancher in New Mexico and be like, yo, you want 130 head of cattle? Like, why not?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Okay, you could do like 80 different titrations of, sound, rational, reasonable. Okay,
take
you could
10 ranchers and give them whatever.
Bring a group of local ranchers together. Yep. They could round these cattle up and split them. And if the scumbag feds wanted money, they could even literally charge money and take money like they always like to do. And that's what's really interesting is like this isn't even about money.
No.
This is just about slaughtering animals and letting them rot on the ground.
No reason whatsoever.
And this is the exact opposite of management. And here we go once again with this the forest management and the regulations and the regulators, and they just proved time and time again, the U.S. Forest Service, they proved time and time again that they're incapable of making a wise, sound, or good decision. And they could have done many things that would have actually benefited the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you just needed to slaughter them, you could at least provide the meat to the community or to the poor or whatever. There was like there's like 1,000 different ways to do this and even spin it and make yourself look good. And they're just so barbaric and insane. It's really hard to fathom. In Sullivan's view, not only is the gunning down of the animals inhumane and cruel, but an environmental issue as well. He added that the results of last year's chopper hunt were in some cases considered grotesque, as some cattle were shot but were not killed. Calves were left motherless, and mature cattle received injuries that prolonged suffering, leading to an inevitable death and leaving carcasses strewn about the land and in the waterways. And this is absolutely verifiable proof that they are in front of everybody's faces destroying our food supply and our food system, because there are many rational, logical ways to handle this where these cows will be treated properly, handled humanely. And if you allow the ranchers to do it, they'll make sure that the mothers and the calves stay together. They're not going to do it like some government wingdings that are just like
having fun out there shooting up
mental
some cattle.
Riri on steroids. You know?
Yeah, it's just absolutely terrible.
You can't, you try to.
And it's big time brainwashing. It's just because it's cows are bad, cows fart. We need to push this agenda that we need to be eating plastic synthetic foods or plant-based foods because we need to have zero footprint. And hey, this is war on meat, war on food. And look,
war on humanity.
Yeah, exactly. And dude, if we can take out 130 cattle, dude, like that's awesome. Like look at our carbon offset.
Hey, where's PETA? Hey, where's PETA? Where's all the pink-haired PETA people? Where are the pink? I'm sorry, the pink-haired PETA. Are they? I don't think they're people anymore. They're beings or something. I don't want to assume that they're human.
Ooh, that's true.
I don't want to assume their identity or anything. But beyond the cruelty, Sullivan accused the U.S. Forest Service of employing, he said, a larger issue may be the unchecked power by unelected bureaucrats within governmental agencies setting a precedent for how federal officials handle authority. And the fact that area cattle ranchers are contending that the USFS isn't abiding by its own regulations. Oh, so you're just saying they're tyrannical and it's the just us system and they do whatever they want and everybody else pays the tab and suffers the consequences. And that is the unchecked, bureaucratic, technocratic oligarchy of America, because the constitutional republic died so long ago. But this is just one needle in the haystack of the insanity and the food attack and just the barbaric insolence of federal.
And that's the other thing too. It wasn't
dopes.
like, let's go out there and kill them all. It's like, no, we'll just pot shot at them. We'll kill most of them, then we'll wound a lot of them. And then, you know, you got mother cows out there that have holes shot through them. They're trying to feed their babies, and now they're out there suffering, and then the baby died. Yeah, it's just disgusting. And where's the vegan outrage?
Yeah.
Nope, silence. No, just
all the animal
nothing.
lovers
Yep.
and that, you know,
Complete
meat
silence.
is murder.
Yep.
You know, but they're totally these complicit dupes and dopes.
Yeah.
They're totally fine with you know, if it's not their agenda, they're just totally cool with it.
Yep.
It's
Turn
just,
the other way.
It's
Look
really
the other way. Look
it's
over
really
here, everybody.
wild. But there you go, y'all. Once again, so for anybody that thinks we just need more regulation and more government people to figure it out,
we need less.
We need less government. We need less government. We need so much less government. We need government to be so small
that we don't even know they exist.
Is there a government anymore?
Yeah, that's when it will be perfect.
And I
Beautiful.
mean, as incompetent as they are, it makes you want, is there a government anymore?
Exactly.
Because they're so incompetent and just mentally gone.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Anyway, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Hopefully it opens your eyes to how corrupt our government is. We love putting out these videos to enlighten some people, open up their eyes, and then just to keep y'all up to date on what is actually happening.
And we raise cows.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Dude, nothing is stopping them from doing this to anybody else. Is the thing.
Yeah, exactly. These were wild cattle.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's stopping them from, you know, going ahead and going over to some other guy's ranch?
And who's to say they're wild? There is just an impossibility.
You know, then it plays into the whole factor of when you're talking about New Mexico. There are ranches over there that are hundreds of thousands of acres.
Exactly.
I'm just saying, as willy-nilly as they are shooting cattle, I mean,
of course,
who's to say it's not this guy's cow?
Well, they don't even know if
there.
they kill him or not.
Exactly.
So they're doing a terrible job.
So, but anyway, love y'all so much, and we'll see y'all on the next video.
See y'all.
Bye-bye. Bye.